it's day 23, and we're back talking about NaNoWriMo, day after Thanksgiving. How'd everybody do over the holiday?
Great, I didn't do anything.
Me neither! I worked pretty hard last weekend to get ahead, so I was 2 days ahead, and I'm precisely 0 days ahead. So I'm just on schedule, though. I'm not behind, so that's good.
Good. I am ahead, but that's to be expected.
Because she was like 4 days
I'm
ahead
such an
going into the
overachieving
holiday.
nerd. It's disgusting, but yeah. But
She says that like she's disgusted, but really she's like, secretly, I'm thrilled with myself.
When are you gonna?
secretly
When are you gonna finish?
I don't know. I'm in the 40,000s. That's a word. So I'm in the 40,000 words.
The low 40s.
The low 40s.
Now, why don't you tell people what you talked to me about doing potentially with the rest of this week instead of...
Well, what I talked about doing, because I'm having such a hard time getting all my plot in, and now that I'm running out of words, I think this is what you're referring to.
Mm-hmm.
I talked about, even after I hit 50,000 words, I'm just going to keep writing until the month is up, and then validate and be officially done. So that, because I'm afraid if I finish on Wednesday, I might not have said everything I need to say, but just because I'm done with my word count, I might want to stop. So if I don't...
But you're just not even you're planning on not even checking your word count.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably...
Right.
I'll have to check, because I don't want to get to the end and, I've slacked off and I get to like 49,992 and I'm done. But yeah, I'm going to keep pressing on. I'm definitely not going to upload it and validate it until the very end. So hopefully that'll keep me encouraged to press on.
Okay.
Have you broken free of your plot wall?
Yeah. Well, now my problem is I've got about 11,000 words left, and I'm worried about the pacing. Like,
are you rushing? Because
no, I'm not rushing, but I'm just worried about how much space do I really have to get everything in. And I think I'm going to write till the end of the month anyway, just to see where it goes. But things are starting to come out a little faster. I'm just worried that it's going to stop. Like, I'm going to stop the story. And
oh, you're worried about wrapping up too quickly.
Right.
See, I have the opposite problem. I'm worried I can't wrap up soon enough.
It could be. It could go either way for me. I don't know. 11,000 words left, and I just don't know. Because I can't remember how long 11,000 words really is.
Yeah.
So it's weird.
I think it is tricky. And one thing I did do yesterday was I actually started editing my book from last year, which I never edited. So I felt like I was being at least somewhat productive. It wasn't something that required a lot of focus, but I could still go in. And I didn't do, like, revision or anything. I just did, like, proofing of it. So I felt a little bit good about that. So I figure I can just get them both printed at the same time in January.
Does this weekend look good for you guys as far as getting a lot of work done?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I figure I'll have my laptop out during Georgia Tech and do a little bit there.
See, I don't even bother during a football game because I know I will spend so much time during the commercials trying to figure out where I left off that I won't actually have time to write anything. I'll write 2 sentences, and then the whole game I'll have written like 200 words.
I don't even pretend. I just watch the game and plan to work afterwards.
Yeah, I plan on writing a lot, though.
I'm used to doing other stuff while sports are on. I read The Talisman during the World Series, so...
Wow, the World Series with the Boston Red Sox?
They have a game on. I mean, baseball's slow.
I was a bigger fan.
Yeah, which is why I don't watch it.
I was watching it. I didn't miss anything. I have TiVo. If I really wanted to go back and watch a home run again and again, I could. But
that's true.
Yeah. But I'm hoping to write quite a bit this weekend. If anything goes like last weekend, then I'll definitely be.
Oh, I think it'd be awesome if I could bust out another 6,000 words and call it a day. But we'll see.
But you're not going to call it a day because you're going to write 3 days a month, which is Friday.
Yeah. I'm getting to the point. I just want to be done.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I still feel like I've got some plot lines that I haven't even delved into.
Me too.
I'm just like, how did this happen? I don't understand.
No, this is the problem. I need to go back and cut out all the crap I wrote at the beginning.
What's funny is going back and editing last year's book, I noticed I could definitely tell at the beginning of the book where I talked about stuff. I talked about things that I've had thoughts about before that really aren't relevant to the book all that much, but I ended up writing, 4 paragraphs and I'm like, yeah, I could probably just cut these out. It's really not necessary to the book. So
yeah. But I think we should pause for a moment and congratulate ourselves on writing, 35,000 words, probably more words than the average person sits down and pounds out in a month. So
yeah, we are almost there.
I don't think we should congratulate ourselves yet.
But
we are going to finish.
We're entering the 4th week.
I don't think anyone feels like they're not going to be able to finish. So
I have this dream that I am going to finish this weekend now.
Wouldn't it be nice?
I'd love it.
Would you stop writing then?
If I get to 50,000 words and I feel like I'm done and I've tied up all the loose ends, absolutely.
Yeah, I would stop
question.
writing if my book was done. That's the fear.
Okay, well, I have a question that I will pose, and we will answer it next time, either next week or like the end of next week after we finish. But I'm curious how Michael feels after this, and I'm also curious how you feel about it, because I know I feel different this time around than I do last time around. As far as at this point, I feel. Well, I'll tell you how I feel.
Let's just answer it now. That's a good question.
Which I feel very physically drained right now, but I don't feel emotionally drained or like mentally drained. Whereas last year, when I finished it, I didn't want to look at it. It took me a year to want to even think about editing it, because I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I don't even think about it. And this year, I felt exhausted the whole month. I've just felt really busy and stressed and tired. But at the end of it, it's not like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just wrote 50,000 words either. I think
it's what we've talked about before, like last year, not knowing if you could do it, the exhilaration of trying something. You get to the end and you've never written 50,000 words of anything before in your life. Mm-hmm. Whereas this year I went into it knowing I could do it, but also knowing how much work it was and knowing the type of dedication it would require. And so it's just a different take on it. I do feel better about this month, though. I feel like it's been a little smoother than last year. Sorry.
I really liked the experience. I don't feel like I've ever had a point where I didn't feel like wanting to write. I mean, I had my laptop with me yesterday. I just never got around to it.
Did you ever worry at any point that you couldn't do it?
No.
So you were determined not to fail?
Yeah. I mean,
But you didn't feel like that last year, did you? There was never a point where
I was never. No, I knew I was going to do it.
I was more worried about not being able to do it before I started writing. After like the first day, or maybe it's the second day, but I think it was the first day of writing last year.
I
knew that I was going to finish.
This year is different too, just because my book is different. I feel like it's more interesting this time. It's a chronological journey rather than these kind of standalone episodes, the way I wrote my chapters last year. So it's been a different experience, and it's been exciting.
Yeah, it's been fun. So now, do you don't feel any kind of exhaustion after this month like I did last year?
No, I mean, I'm looking forward to not having to do that. But I've pieced it together so far this year that, I write for about an hour here in the morning when nobody's here, and then I write for maybe 45 minutes at night, like before we watch TV or after everybody's gone to bed. So I'm not disrupting anybody's schedule, nobody's disrupting my schedule, and I've hit my word count pretty much every day. So if I could keep that pattern, I feel like I could go forever. I feel like I could write every day like that. I'm looking forward to a month of not writing, but I think I'm going to get right back and do it again. First of the year. So.
Yeah.
Okay, let's check
so
back.
you're going to start writing first of the year?
Michael
That's impressive.
First of the year. Yeah.
Yeah, I really will. I think I'm going to start
Different
writing
book?
short stories, I think. I'm going to do short stories for a while.
So, I have a question. Because your profession is writing, you guys both write for a living, Jose. How has this been a different experience for you? And as far as you're writing something different, you're writing personally, you write for a living, so the thought of sitting down and writing for fun is just, you can't face it. How has this been for you guys?
It's been fine. I mean, for me, there's no.
So you're not burned out from writing every day at work, that it's been a problem.
See, I'm different, because for me, last year, that was a huge struggle for me. I just felt like, when you get paid to do something, you tend to enjoy it a little less. But I don't know, I felt this year, like, because I don't have to check facts, I can do whatever I want. I mean, maybe it'll make it suck more, but I can do whatever I want. So, with my book. So, I've enjoyed it. I had no problem this year
for me. I kind of realized how much I like writing. I've always liked writing, but when you write for a living, it's different. It's like when you read a book for school, you don't enjoy it quite as much as if you read a book for fun. I never finished those
or liked them nearly as much.
So, NaNoWriMo last year really kind of reawakened in me the desire to write, the love of writing, that sort of thing. So.
All right. Well, we're running out of time, so I guess this is us entering our
the
last
countdown
weekend.
Is on.
Yay! So we'll be back next week, beginning of the week, to kind of talk about how this weekend went, and then we'll be back again at the end of next week to kind of wrap things up, I guess.
Yep.
All right.
Tell
Thanks
you how you can buy our books.
Exactly. Thanks for watching.